Good morning. As the sun rises over the Hawaiian Islands, most people are just starting their day, maybe pouring a cup of coffee or getting ready for work or school. But on August 20th, 2025, that routine was interrupted. Hawaii woke up to a coastal flood alert from the National Weather Service in Honolulu, a reminder that nature can change our plans in an instant. The alert was issued for every island, Oahu, Maui, Kauai, and the Big Island, beginning at 3:32 a.m. before most alarms had even gone off. The main message was clear. If you live in a low-lying coastal area, take action now. Move your vehicles to higher ground and be ready for possible flooding. Saltwater isn't just a nuisance. It can quickly corrode cars, seep into homes, and ruin property. Even a brief exposure can lead to expensive repairs. This alert wasn't just for car owners. It was for everyone living, working, or spending time near the shore, families, business owners, and visitors alike. In Hawaii, many communities are built right along the coast. That means homes, schools, and roads are all at risk when the ocean rises, even just a little. Even a small increase in sea level can send water creeping into streets, yards, and driveways, disrupting daily life and causing unexpected hazards. The goal of the alert is simple: help people protect what matters most and keep everyone safe from harm. Take a moment to think about where you live and where you park your car. If you're close to the ocean, don't ignore these warnings. Your quick action can make a big difference. Minor flooding is expected, but don't underestimate it. Even a few inches of water can block roads, damage property, and create dangerous conditions if you're not prepared. Meteorologists and emergency officials are giving us this heads up so we can avoid bigger problems later. Staying informed is the first step to staying safe. The ocean is beautiful, but it's also powerful and unpredictable. It's always better to be safe than sorry, especially when it comes to the sea. Pay close attention to alerts, follow official advice, and take simple steps to protect yourself and your loved ones. Move your car, secure your belongings, and make sure outdoor items are safe from rising water. Every small action helps. The alert will remain in effect until Thursday afternoon, so keep checking for updates and stay aware of changing conditions. Remember, this is about being proactive, not panicked. Planning ahead gives everyone peace of mind. By working together and looking out for each other, we can keep our communities safe and resilient, no matter what the ocean brings. What does minor coastal flooding mean? It's a term you might hear on the news or from local officials, but what does it actually look like in our daily lives, especially here in Hawaii? It's not about huge waves crashing in or dramatic storms. It's a slow, gentle rise of water, usually just a few inches above the normal high tide. This kind of flooding is often so subtle that you might not even notice it at first. Picture a bathtub filled a bit too high, water slowly spilling over the edge. That's what minor coastal flooding is like: quiet, steady, and easy to overlook until you see the effects. In Hawaii, this usually means puddles forming on coastal roads, parks, and parking lots. You might see water creeping across sidewalks or gathering in low-lying areas near the shore. Even a few inches of salt water can cover roads and damage cars. Salt water is especially tough on vehicles and infrastructure, causing rust and long-term wear. It's not a sudden emergency, but a predictable event during the highest tides, what scientists call king tides. These tides are easy to forecast, so we usually know when to expect minor flooding. These minor floods are most common in August and January, part of the island's natural rhythm, tied to the cycles of the moon and the position of the earth and sun. For longtime residents, it's a familiar sight, but it's still important to prepare. Even if you've seen it before, each event can be a little different. Impacts are usually small: puddles, flooded grassy areas, and some inconvenience. But for businesses and families near the coast, even minor flooding can disrupt daily routines. You might need to change your beach plans, take a detour, or avoid certain roads for a few hours until the water recedes. The good news is that the water recedes when the tide goes out, usually within a few hours. Life returns to normal quickly, but it's always wise to stay aware. The alert is a reminder to protect your belongings and stay safe. It's a chance to double-check your property and make sure nothing valuable is left in harm's way. Have a plan for these regular events. Talk with your family about what to do, and keep a checklist handy for quick action. Move vehicles and valuables, and avoid flooded areas. Taking these simple steps can save you time, money, and stress. Minor flooding is mostly an inconvenience, but preparation makes all the difference. With a little planning, you can keep your day on track and avoid unnecessary trouble. Stay alert, check for local updates, and you'll avoid most problems. Minor coastal flooding is part of life in Hawaii, but with awareness and preparation, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Why is this happening now? It's a question on many minds as the water creeps higher along Hawaii's beautiful shores. People are noticing the changes, but the answer isn't as dramatic as a sudden storm or a distant tsunami. It's not a storm or tsunami, it's nature's timing. The ocean is following a schedule set by forces much larger than us. First, we're in a season of high tides. These tides are part of a natural cycle that repeats every year, and right now, we're at its peak. Just as weather has seasons, so do ocean tides. The gravitational pull of the moon and sun changes throughout the year, creating these regular patterns. August brings naturally higher tides to Hawaii. This is when the alignment of the sun, moon, and earth is just right to make the tides reach their highest points. The earth, moon, and sun's gravity all play a role, creating predictable cycles. When the sun and moon line up, their combined gravity pulls even more water toward the shore. This week, tides start higher than usual simply because it's August. It's a pattern that's been observed for generations. Second, patches of warm water in the Pacific are causing the sea to expand, a process called thermal expansion. This is a direct result of rising ocean temperatures. Warm water takes up more space, raising sea levels even more. Even a small increase in temperature can make a noticeable difference along the coast. These two factors, seasonal high tides and warm water, combine to push water higher onto the coast. It's a double effect that makes the tides seem even more extreme. Think of it as stacking blocks. High tide, then thermal expansion, together causing minor flooding. Each factor adds a little more water, and together they can make a big impact. Scientists have studied these patterns for years, so they can predict when flooding will happen. Their research helps communities prepare and respond. It's a perfect example of how different natural forces add up. The ocean, the weather, and the climate all work together to shape our coastline. No need to panic, just be aware and prepared. Communities can take simple steps to protect themselves and their property. Understanding these cycles helps us stay safe. By keeping track of tide charts and local alerts, everyone can enjoy the beach with confidence. The ocean's rhythms are powerful, but predictable. With knowledge and preparation, we can live alongside these natural cycles. That's why we get these early alerts, to give us time to get ready and stay safe, no matter how high the tide may rise. The moon is the main driver of our tides. Its gravity pulls ocean water, creating high and low tides as the Earth spins. This week, we're experiencing peak high tides thanks to the lunar cycle. Tides are highest during the new and full moon, when the sun, earth, and moon align. This alignment creates extra high tides, called spring tides. Right now, the moon's pull is making high tides even higher, increasing flood risk. The alert is timed for this lunar peak, when flooding is most likely. Scientists can predict these events with great accuracy. It's amazing how the moon's movement affects our daily lives in Hawaii. The connection between sky and sea is a reminder of our dynamic planet. Understanding the lunar cycle helps us live safely by the ocean. Respecting these forces keeps us prepared. The moon's quiet journey shapes our coastlines every day. Stay aware, and you'll stay safe. Warm water expands. This is called thermal expansion. Right now, the Pacific around Hawaii has warmer patches, making the sea level rise slightly. Billions of water molecules spread out, taking up more space and pushing water higher. This effect adds to high tides and the moon's pull, creating minor flooding. Scientists use satellites to track ocean temperatures and predict these changes. As the planet warms, oceans absorb more heat, causing long-term sea level rise. Today's minor flooding is a glimpse of what could become more common in the future. Even small changes in ocean temperature can impact our coastlines. It's climate science in action, right in our backyard. Being aware of these changes helps us adapt. Protecting our coasts starts with understanding the science. What should you do? The National Weather Service's advice is simple. If you live in a low-lying coastal area, move your car to higher ground. Even a few inches of salt water can seriously damage vehicles. Move electronics, tools, and important items off the ground floor if you're near the coast. Avoid driving through flooded roads. Water can hide hazards and damage your car. If you must drive through salt water, rinse your car's undercarriage with fresh water afterward. Be extra aware during afternoon high tides when flooding is most likely. Whether you're a resident or visitor, stay alert and follow official advice. These simple steps prevent headaches and protect your property. Preparation is key to staying safe and dry. Take action before the tide comes in. Boat owners and beachgoers, here's what you need to know. Check your boat's mooring lines. Make sure they have enough slack for rising tides. Watch for overwash at boat ramps, which can make them slippery and dangerous. If you store canoes or kayaks on the beach, pull them far above the high tide line and secure them. The high tide will shrink the area of dry sand, set up farther from the water. Pay attention to changing water levels, especially in the afternoon. For boaters, follow small craft advisories and be cautious in hazardous seas. Respect the ocean's power, even on calm days. Simple precautions can prevent costly damage or lost equipment. Stay aware, and your day on the water or beach will be safe and fun. Enjoy Hawaii's beauty, but don't underestimate the tides. You can help scientists by documenting the high tides. The University of Hawaii's King Tides project invites you to take photos of flooding in your area. Snap pictures of water covering roads, parks, or beaches. These images are valuable data. Your photos help scientists improve flood prediction models and track changes over time. They also create a historical record of how tides and sea levels are changing. Submitting is easy. Just note the date, time, and location, and upload your photos online. Community science like this helps planners protect our coastlines. By participating, you're contributing to important research. Every photo adds to our understanding of Hawaii's changing shores. You become a scientist for a day, helping keep our islands resilient. Get involved and make a difference. Your perspective matters. As we wrap up, remember, this alert is about preparation, not fear. Minor flooding is common in August and usually passes quickly. Take simple steps. Move your car, secure your belongings, and stay aware. Think of it like sunscreen. Not fear, just smart protection. These events teach us to respect the ocean and understand our environment. By paying attention, we learn which areas are most vulnerable. This knowledge helps us make better decisions for the future. Take the advice seriously, but don't worry. Experts are monitoring the situation and alerts are here to help. By working together, we can handle these events with no trouble. Be mindful, be prepared, and appreciate the natural forces that shape Hawaii. Stay safe and enjoy your day. Mahalo for caring for our island home.